I want breathing. I said, okay, when you come, I'll do breathing. Because people want to see movement, right?
It's a show. You're going to look.
Right.
White on the set?
Yes, ma'am. Is my hair like a rooster? Is it okay? It looks fine to me. Okay. Now look at my head, though. Your hair is done that way. It's beautiful. I think that's cool. Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. This is Sarah Torres. And as you can see, Sarah is very cold today.
Yes.
So Sarah has this beautiful plum-colored jacket, which she's going to peel off in a few moments after we start some of the breathing exercises that we're going to teach you today. Now, here's what I want our viewers, all of you, to remember, that in yoga, in Ashtanga yoga, Ashtanga literally means 8 limbs, as you know from one of our pastures. But Ashtanga yoga has 8 steps to it. The first one, of course, is Yama, which is social discipline, and then you have Niyama, which is personal discipline. The third is breathing, pranayama. Pranayama is breath control. So after that only we have the step called asana. Asana is the physical posture practice. So as you can see, social discipline is the most important. Personal discipline, actually I think personal discipline would come first. Personal discipline, social discipline, and then you have breath control, and you have the posture practice. After that you have concentration, meditation, and then you have sublimation. So you have the 8, is that 7 or 8? Oh yes, you have pratyahara. Pratyahara is withdrawal of senses. So the more the more yogic practice that you bring into your everyday life, the more, for want of a better word, I'm going to say the more desensitized you might get. You wouldn't take offense very easily. Things will go right over your head. You'll still become very mentally alert, but you would not take offense too easily. Let me put it that way. Is there a better word? I'm a non-native English speaker.
What,
so
offense? Take offense?
No, but to desensitize yourself in yoga, I like to say we become thick-skinned, but that doesn't sound very nice when we say it in English.
Desensitized. Yeah, thick-skinned is that.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Right.
But you might as well call somebody hard-headed.
Right. But basically, it's like saying that you don't let anything worry you too much. You know, everything bounces off of you. So if someone says something that normally would hurt you, you don't let it bother you. So the more yoga
That's like
we
wearing
practice,
your feelings on the sleeve, which are the. Yeah.
What does that do?
That's wearing your feelings on the sleeve is like if anything bothers you. If I was to say, "Oh, your shirt is too shiny," you'd be like, "Oh my God, there's something wrong with my shirt."
So that is wearing your sleeve. So basically, you're taking off your sleeve.
your feelings from
your
off
sleeve.
Your sleeve.
Right.
Yeah. Putting them inside.
Putting them inside. No, actually, you're getting rid of it. In yoga, you're liberating yourself. So you're letting all those freedom, all those negative feelings out there. So you don't let anything bother you, and that is what progress is all about.
I need to get better at that. If I would have learned that sooner.
Well, better late than never. In fact, our camera person, Carol Lewis, has a show called Never Too Late. So when Carol comes to stretch with us, she's going to tell us a little more. It's never too late to learn anything. So if that's something we learned on the show, it's it's at least there with us now.
And it's worth it.
Before I forget my manners, I'd like to thank our director, Josie Ann Hurd, our co-director and tech director, Carol Lewis, and our facilitators, Stephanie Aline, for these amazing studio lights and the sound system. And I believe Rich is also there to make sure everything goes well. So thanks to all of you for the great teamwork. Sarah, where would you... Oh, actually, no. Before we do that, I'd like our viewers to know we air 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 1:30 in the afternoon Eastern Time. That's 1:30 New York time. And we have a lot of support for you. If you come on the show, we'll share with you my third title, Yoga Secrets, which has 2 + 8 ailment-specific cards inside. So you can actually break down your workout to about maybe 10, 15 postures a day. We'll also share a simple postcard with about 48 low-impact ailment-specific stretches that actually help target different regions of the body. So if you do the full sequence of 48 stretches every day, say in about 20 minutes, you get a full workout, a very gentle flowing sequence. But you could also take about half an hour, hold the postures for a longer time, which is where we feel the benefits a lot more, right?
I kind of like that, like holding it longer.
Yeah, how did it feel? Yesterday, for instance, we held the postures fairly long in the chairs. How did that feel?
And it felt great. I enjoyed holding them in the chairs.
Right.
I was here when we did chair yoga last time.
Right.
For the elderly, disabled.
Yeah.
And
in fact, those teachers also will come on a show again in a couple of days. They'll be watching the show too.
But we didn't really hold it for as long.
Right.
So for me, it kind of felt like, well, I could see how this might help. Somebody who needs it. I did learn a couple of things, like when I'm on the trains, because my back is bothering me a lot lately.
Right.
So, like, I'll be doing the chair yoga, but it's good being able to hold them for an extended amount of time like we did yesterday. So
yes.
It's even better.
And to your point, you also need a little more room. So, for instance, you made a point yesterday about aircrafts, for instance, or on the bus.
The elbow in
somebody.
hard.
Exactly.
Now you're getting
Excuse me, and there's one...
That's assault.
Well, someone gets whacked here, another person gets whacked there. So it is possible to get the benefits of your stretching just sitting in our chairs, right? So I don't think we should give up on ourselves. In fact, today when we continue, let's do a few breathing exercises.
Okay.
Any one of our staff here at M&N might want to join us. You know what we might do? Let's continue with the seated stretches till Annie joins us. If she does, we'll move into breathing, because I know breathing is very important, but I also want to do a few more of the seated chair stretches. What do you think? I mean, I don't want you to be... I know you're comfortable with anything. But have you tried the breath exercises before?
We sat here and breathed with there was another instructor here, and she was talking about the OJ breath.
The Ujjayi breath, the ocean breath. Ujjayi. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do a few breathing exercises. Let's get a little high. We're going to just stay
high, guys. Ooh, with oxygen.
Well, that's what it is. You're actually sending all that oxygen into your body, right? You're consciously, where the mind goes, energy flows. So you're actually consciously sending all that fresh air and oxygen. So you know what Ujjayi is about. Let's try this one. Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati literally means, Kapal is skull, Bhati, shining, or something to do with fire and flame. So it's shining skull. When you finish a Kapalbhati breath, you will literally feel a kind of a glow on the inside. Of course, we're going to do just a few of the breaths, but you'll feel it. And Kapalbhati literally, when you talk about shining skull, what it really is doing is it energizes the inside of your body. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do short, sharp exhales. But before we do that, we take a deep breath in, fill our lungs with air, and then it's like a train engine leaving the station. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you move faster. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then move a little faster. 9, 10, 11, 12. So in the first round, we'll do 3 rounds. The first round, we'll do 4 exhales. So short, sharp exhales. Second round, we'll do 8. We'll do 4 brief ones, 4 faster ones. Third round, we'll do 12. 4 brief, 4 faster, and 4 fast. Very fast. So let's try that 3 times. And by the end of it, we'll both be glowing like light bulbs.
Dizzy.
Actually, it's amazing how breathing can give us a high. Okay.
That's why they have oxygen on the tank. Like, if you go down, they want you to be high.
Right. Keep inhaling.
Yeah, enjoy the last minutes of your life before the plane goes down.
No. All right, let's try this. Keep your palms on your thighs. So if you're sitting the way Sarah and I are sitting, if you're sitting cross-legged, you can keep your palms open. We're going to keep our palms down. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Fill your lungs with air. 4 short, sharp exhales. Ready? Begin. Keep going. Now, to be able to keep exhaling, of course, we are subconsciously inhaling. You also want to make sure, sometimes the months are a little cold, so you want to make sure you keep your nose nice and clean and dry so you can actually keep going for a long time. And here's what we're going to do. The second round, we're going to do 4 short exhales and then 4 medium. So let's try the second one. Take a deep breath. So depends on your lung capacity. If you are able to take in a lot of air, you're not going to exhaust it that soon, right? So let's try that one more time. Fill your lungs with air. Ready? So we're taking very sharp exhales. So we're actually taking out a lot of air. Now in the third round, we're going to do, and actually we didn't even pick up speed. My mistake, I lost track. But in that, I was so hyped up on just getting the short, sharp ones that I did 8 slow ones. The third round we'll do, as we talked about, slow, medium, and fast. Let's try that one more time. Take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. Ready. Pick up speed. Faster. So as the breath is exhausted, we'll feel the number of strokes, they're called strokes, the number of strokes get lesser and lesser and they get lighter and lighter. So when you're practicing at home, actually I tried this breathing. I remember telling you once I tried the Ujjayi breath and everyone on the bus and everyone turned around thinking I was having a heart attack. So breathing is something I try on the bus or the train, and people do look at you like, is there something wrong with her? Does she need help? But you know what? It's okay. We all have. Is she angry? Right, snorting like a bull.
Yeah, I was mad, and I was like panting, and I was like, oh, that's the Ujjayi breath.
Oh, you have to be careful who's around you. You don't want people to get ideas either, right? Kapalbhati. Let's try one more, which is very similar to Kapalbhati. Actually, we want to close with Ujjayi. It's called Bhastrika. Bhastrika literally means bellows. Have you seen those smiths, the goldsmith and goldsmiths, ironsmith and goldsmith, the guys who do the shoes for horses?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if you remember what the bellows look like, the old-fashioned bellows, you blow into it, there's a little bag, it opens up and closes as they breathe into it. Or even people who make glass bottles, they have to blow into it and the bottle blows up, right? So the bellow, our stomach, our lower abdomen, as I'm talking, the lower abdomen is like a bellow. So Bhastrika literally means bellows, and what it's doing, it's energizing the lower abdominal region, and it's great for massaging the large intestine, which means the ailment that it helps the most would be
breathing,
constipation, the ailment. Constipation.
Okay.
So if you ever feel very constipated, try to increase the number of bellow breathing that you do at home. It really massages the large intestine. I'm not saying we're going to work miracles, but it does help.
I'm not trying to be funny when it's talking about constipation, and people have that problem. And one day I was having problems going.
Right.
And I was twisted on the toilet.
Well, twists help too.
And that helps.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Of course it does, because what it's doing, it's massaging the insides, right?
Oh.
This one just works a little faster because you're consciously targeting that region of the body, and it's just breathing. Twisting means you involve your body. So let's say you're not in a position to twist, you don't have space or whatever. You're sitting in an aircraft. You know how they give you the same food in an aircraft? I go on long flights to India. 4 meals, they're all the same meals. So at the end of the 3rd meal, you are feeling constipated because there's not much exercise, right? This might help. So let's try that. Let's get some practice. Join us. Here's what we're going to do. Take a deep inhale, and then sharp inhale and exhale through the belly. Keep your mouth closed. Move your lower abdomen in and out. Keep going. So what we are doing is we are counting the number of strokes in our head. Sometimes it's the counts that help us. For some of us, it's basically just till you exhaust all the oxygen, all the air out of your lungs. Some people have a higher lung capacity. So they just want to keep going regardless if they may cross 20, 30 strokes. So we count at about maybe 30 strokes a minute. That is the average speed. But if you want to go faster, that's fine too. It all depends on how you feel on that particular day. So if you're feeling very strong today, you can go really fast for a longer time. So let's try that one more time. You're going to exhale and inhale and exhale loudly. So the inhale will be through the nose, through the nostrils, and the exhales through the belly. So let's try that. Close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. So we did 8 slow to medium and 4 or 5 fast ones. I lost track of the count. I was going till as long as my breath was there. So try this. The next time you have difficulty going without putting any stuff into yourself, without any medication, you try these. Try the twists. Mm-hmm. And if that doesn't help, try the breathing. And already, I think I'm feeling the high already. My brain is starting to... You felt dizzy, right? Yeah. That's exact. I had that feeling already.
Wow. Okay.
That's
when
the
we
heady
stopped,
feeling.
I was sitting here like, what is wrong with me?
That's the heady feeling. We talk about going high on yoga. Mm-hmm. On yogic breath, you can get a high. You know, we don't need any, external help, right? Just our own breath. That's what yoga is all about. Now, I'm going to
stopping oxygen from flowing the way it needs to be.
No, actually, it is. It's really good because it's okay. It's perfectly all right because what we are doing is we are consciously sending oxygen through our system. So what's happening is we're feeling all lightheaded. That's what happens. Okay. People who practice a lot of yogic breathing actually most of the times are they're still very alert, but also they're up in the air. You really can't get them down. They're always heady. Always ready to go. No, not loopy, in a nice way. Right. They're active. They do a lot of other stuff. They're able to find the 48 hours in the day or whatever, but you don't want to do the conscious breathing all day. You want to do, you want that to make your 2 hours become 4 hours kind of a thing. One more breath. And I changed my seated position. I want to point out while I have the chance. Sarah was sitting, and Sarah and I started off sitting in what was called the Vajrasana. We were sitting on our knees with the tops of our ankles flat. When you sit in that position on your knees, you want to keep your palms down. When you sit the way we are now sitting, Sarah continued her breathing seated the way she is now. This is Sukha Asana. Sukha and Padmasana. Padmasana is when you get your heels right across on the opposite side. So it's a nice compact. Padma means lotus, like a lotus. Well, there you go. That's already half Padma. Careful, you want to be able to come out. Very nice. Sarah is sitting in what's called...
Let me get it back there, and then you'll be like...
I'm sure you will. You will be able to do that too. The way Sarah just sat is called Padma or lotus. That's a full lotus. Now, the way I'm sitting is Sukhasana. But I could also probably try half Padmasana. So this is with just one foot in. I don't think I could get the other one in. Once I get rid of some of the stuff on the side, the cellulite on the side, I'll try it. But whatever you do, you want to compact yourself when you're doing your breathing, especially when you're doing your breathing exercises. So you want to stay nice and tiny in the lower part of the body, in the legs. Now, keep your palms open. We're going to try one more breathing technique, which is very popular. It's called Ujjayi, which you've already mentioned in yesterday's episode. Ujjayi is also interpreted as, you call that ocean breath. I think one of the teachers called it ocean breath. It sounds like the waves of the ocean. It's a guttural breath from the back of your throat. So your mouth is closed, you're inhaling through the nose, but not consciously. The air still goes in through the nose, but you're sucking it in through the back of your throat. So let's try that. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Exhale to twice the length if you can. Now the second time around, we're going to breathe in, inhale to the count of, let's say, 3, hold it to the count of 1, and exhale to the count of 6. Your exhales, whenever possible, keep your exhales twice as long as your inhale. That's how you detox. You detox when you exhale, and you energize when you inhale. So both are important. Let's try that. Oh, by the way, before I say go further, if our viewers or if anyone you know who you're sharing this practice with, if you have any asthmatic conditions, you don't want to hold your breath. You just do go to the count of 3 when you inhale, and without holding, straight away exhale to the count of 6. So let's not hold it. Let's just go inhale and exhale. So ratio is 1 to 2. Let's try that. Close your eyes. Exhale. You want to keep exhaling till every sip of air exits your system. Let's try that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. That said, Sarah and I are going to try. We're going to carry this last breathing technique called Ujjayi into some more seated postures. We're going to take you through some of the balance postures, but because we're sitting in a chair, you're not going to see the balance on our feet. We're not going to stand up on our feet. We're going to sit in the chair, and the balance postures that we target this time in today's episode, probably about 6 or 7. We will do the upper body balances. So basically, you're not standing on one leg. We're just doing the balance stretches. So we're going to go back into our chair this time, and along with those stretches, we're going to do loud guttural Ujjayi breath, the last breath that we tried now. So you want to keep exhaling. So we're going to bring our chairs forward like we did yesterday. I'm going to try not to show my back to the camera. Oh, that's all right.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. We both did that, so that's all right. Now, we stopped yesterday with Kati Chakra. So let's take our viewers through another posture called Vriksha.
Question.
Sure.
Since we're in a chair,
Yeah.
is it different with the socks?
I think it's okay to keep the socks. Are you cold?
Yes.
If you're sitting in a chair, it's okay to keep your socks on. You want to take your socks off or if you want to keep your socks on, make sure you have something with rubber dots if you're going to be standing. But you're right, that's a good question because you don't want to slip. So the moment you put pressure on your feet, that's when you tend to slip. But having said that, even though we are seated, if there is a time when we may bring our feet out, and if you have to lean forward a little, just be a little careful. Bring your toes in so get a grip.
Right.
So you don't want to slip. If you find yourself slipping, feel free to take it off.
Okay.
Right? So here's what we're going to do. The first posture is Vriksha. Vriksha is tree, literally translates to tree. And even though in the standing position you're standing on one leg, in this one we're going to do a little bit of an adaptation. What we're going to do is bring your left foot up all the way, attach the sole of the left foot to the inside of your upper right thigh. There is no balance in the lower part of the body. In fact, there's no balance in the upper part. We're just going to get a beautiful tricep stretch right here. Place your palms in front of your chest. Elbows are raised. Inhale, take your arms all the way up. Now, when you're ready, keep your eyes closed, open up your palms, and because this is not a standing balance, you're not going to feel any kind of a teetering. So you don't have to worry about keeping your eyes open. You can keep them closed. And here, while we're in this position, we're going to do the Ujjayi exhale. Take a deep breath in. Going to take one more breath, and this time consciously feel your lower abdomen get sucked in all the way. And when you totally cannot go any further, in fact, some schools refer to it as your navel touching the back of the spine kind of thing. I have to pretend like I can visualize it, but that's what we do. Take it all the way in. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale through the belly. Inhale one more time. Exhale. Palms together. Keep consciously exhaling in Ujjayi. Now the next one is going to involve some balance even though we are seated in the chair. What we're going to do, and Sarah, you may, okay, let's do the right leg so you see what's happening. So let's go on this side. Take your right leg as far back as you can. You want to be very careful that you don't slip. Bring your right foot bring it about right foot directly below the knee. So you don't want to go too far. Turn to face the left foot. So here's what, yeah, that's it. All right, you can bring your toes up, your heels up, so you can be on your toes. That's it. So you want to keep it that way.
Is it better like this on the chair because you're so elevated?
Well, you are elevated. You're asking, is it safer?
Yeah.
Because you got socks on. No, that's okay. You know what? Maybe in yoga, yeah, actually take your socks off. You don't want to slip. You're right, because this might involve coming forward just a little bit. Okay. You can keep one socks on if you want.
It's okay. Too cold once we started moving.
Well, that's true. That's true. And with all the breathing. So you want to place your left foot directly under the left knee. When you're ready, keep your foot close. I know the blocks are in the way, right? Kick them. Don't worry about it. Just take them. Yeah, that's it. Keep your right leg close to the chair. Place your palms in front of your chest. Here's what we're going to do. It does involve a little bit of balance. Inhale the arms up. We're going to lean forward, lift our right foot off of the floor. When you do that, be very careful. It may need us to bring our give a good grip on the floor with the left foot. Very gently inhale, bring your right foot down. Exhale and release. I don't know about Sarah because I couldn't see you through the side of my eye. I only lifted my foot maybe a couple of inches off the floor. The idea is to just feel the balance. Did you? How were you? Not bad, that's right. And okay, I kept my legs straight. You had the block so it was in the way. On the other side, keep your left leg straight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the blocks were in the way. That's all right. Let's turn to face the front left of the mat. We have the credits rolling. Now, right foot is directly below the right knee. Take your left leg as far back as you can, as close to the chair, which means you're very close to the edge of the chair.
And
place your palms
like
straight. That's it. Beautiful. Very nice. Inhale. Tula Danda, balancing scales. Take your arms up. Exhale. Fold from the hip. Dip your torso. Lift your left foot. Inhale, come up. It does mean you'll have to engage your low back muscles to keep the balance. Exhale and release. The next one is going to be pretty easy because it's Uttita Pada, raised foot. We have 2 minutes left. Very nice. Both your feet are in front of your chair and we're sitting fairly close to the edge. Inhale, lift your left foot. Hold on to your left big toe. Oh, I know where Sarah would go with this. I better move out of your way. Oh, you're on that leg now. Okay. Hold your left big toe with your left hand. Place your right hand on your right hip. Exhale and extend. Now, Sarah, do your thing. Feel free to go out to the side. Watch it. Oh, I'm not going to get that far. Take your left foot out as far back as you can. Inhale. Let's come back. Uttita Pada, raised foot. While we have the credits rolling, I'd like to thank our director, Josiane Hurd, and Carol Lewis, our co-director and tech director, and Rich and Stephanie Aline for the amazing studio lights. Let's not forget the other foot. Raise your right foot, hold on to the right big toe, left hand on the left hip, exhale, and extend. Now, I gotta watch Sarah now. Take your right foot out. Thank you. As far as you can go. Now, I tend to lean back a little. I should really come forward. So that means I have to involve my lower abdominal muscles this time. Inhale and release. Now, the interesting thing about the next posture, while the credits are still there and the cameras are rolling, Natrajasana. Natraj is a dancer's pose. Let's see how we can take this. Right foot is directly below the right knee. Hold the left ankle from behind. Inhale. And here's what, maybe we need to get to the edge of the chair. That's it. And then you can raise the left knee. Inhale the right arm up. And hold. Engage your low back. Feel the stretch in your quad muscles on the left leg.